Alright, this is just a part 2 of the panel. I got my silicone, my screws on. The panel isn't finished, but I'm basically going to do what I want to it on the car, just because I'm tired of it being off the car. As far as the top, because I have to alter the top. But from the last time, you can see I added a few more screws. See the screws on the bar? Because that's what's going to hold it. That and some silicone around the seals on the inside, like on the seam, and then a little bit on the outside to seal her up. But basically, I'm just going to take my panel, pop it on, put my silicone on first. That's what I'm going to do right now, actually. Get around the seam. I may have to go around the outside once this is on and the panel's on. Good solid seal. But the panel won't flex much or move much, because that's what I'm saying. If you try to glue this on, it's gonna flex like crazy and probably peel off. Bolt it down or screw it down. So. Oh, that's a weep hole, I think. Well, it looks like a goddamn crack, though, if you ask me. So I just won't fill it up the entire way. I can do the rest on the outside. Hopefully I can get this panel on. I'm dropping a couple of screws. I can't get a nut on to hold them. So 2 of them are free floating, and I'm hoping I can get the panel on. I'm not dropping them, but we'll see. Here's one. Let me get that on. I got silicone in my hand. Well, there it is. It's not entirely finished because I'm going to put a panel in front of that. That's why it has those holes right here. So I can attach my panel from the top. Maybe put a couple of sheet metal screws or something. But I had to seal it up with silicone on the back. I said, but look at all the space now, because now, look, see, I can even reach down and touch the freaking back of the exhaust manifold. I can get every plug very easily now. Which is sweet. This thing originally stuck out to about like that, where my hand is, and you had to literally get it like kind of. They give you just enough room to get in there, So I'm glad to get rid of that thing. They said the angle's pretty good. So I cut it. So, the greatest thing in the world, but that's what I was looking for. So. This is the end of the wrap up of the panel project, which I had thought about for a long time. And I'll tell you, it may look easy, but the problem with it is you try to attach a metal panel, or if you had a plastic panel or fiberglass or something panel. I've seen people fiberglass them. Yeah, I never really did much fiberglassing, so I figured I'd just put a metal panel and seal it with some sealant. And that's what I did. But the problem with that is, like I said, you can't just glue it on. It'll just shake itself loose. The heat will separate it, and so that's why I put all those brackets in, the braces, so I could screw it in. And now it's very tight, it's very solid, and it may look kind of weird, but the reason I left those holes up there is because I'm going to put a panel over it. You know, to put I got an MSD box. I got a coil. I had some wiring and stuff. So this will clean it up. I have access to my exhaust manifolds because I plan to put some headers in there. So I have room to put the headers in and get on that side of the engine to change the spark plugs a little easier. Because that box is it's just an eyesore. It takes up too much space in the engine. Like I said, maybe if you're an AC, you know, if you need AC, but I don't need AC up here. Like I said, you know, I mean, I could drive around that car 90 degrees and it doesn't bother me. You know, 95, well, it gets a little sticky. But there's such big windows anyway. As long as you're moving more than, the only thing that kills you is if you're sitting at a light and it's like 92 or something. You know, for more than a couple of minutes. But beyond, other than that. Anyway, it did take a little bit of forethought, and because the way I cut it, I kind of cut it at an angle, but I cut it as flat as I could get it. And I actually had a hard time because there's limited space. I was going to take the box out, which is another possibility. But in the case of the B bodies, I'm not sure about the G bodies or other cars, but in the B bodies, the later B bodies from GM, you know, the Impalas, the Caprices, and all that, in order to get that box out, you got to take the fender off. You know. So, and then it becomes a big ordeal, and I wasn't looking to remove the heater box becomes an issue. So the heater core, which I had no problems to remove the heater core. I need heat because, you know, it's cold where I live, and I need defrost. So, and this also tightens the box up too because it wasn't sealing very well the way it was, and I was losing air pressure. By reducing the volume, sealing it up, I'm going to increase my pressure so that I get a nice flow on the defrost. So, but like I said, if you're going to do it, if you're going to tackle it, you know, think about it ahead of time what you're going to do, so you can, you know, plan it out. So you get it take me a couple of days, you know. I mean, I've been going back and forth at it. I would say in total time, if I added it up, it probably took me about 5 hours, 6 hours. You know, but I had to do a lot of walking back and forth. You know, from my shed to my car is like 50 feet, 45 feet, so I'm back and forth, you know. Going back and forth, you know, but other than that, it's not bad. Like I said, I'm glad it's done. So maybe let somebody else out there thinking about it. I mean, you know, if you don't want, you know, have no use for AC, then, you know, it'd be nice to just chop that box off. So thanks for watching.